Now what if I told you that there is an unknown striker that is outscoring every top elite footballer in the world right now? Yes, you heard that correctly. There is a player that nobody really knows about that is outscoring the likes of Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, and even me, Jib. I sometimes play Sunday League.
They said they didn't, but I know they did. They all knock the hustle, man, I know they did.
Now Serhou Guirassy is a Guinean forward that is currently playing for Stuttgart in the Bundesliga, and man oh man is he lighting up the league this season. He has got 14 goals in 8 matches. Do you know how wild that is? 14 goals in 8 matches, and to add on top of that, he's got an assist as well. The guy is an absolute baller, and I've been keeping up with him for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Unfortunately, he recently suffered a little hamstring injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon, but his rates are still incredible, and still nobody has got more than 14 goals in the top 5 leagues this season. The 27-year-old that Stuttgart signed permanently last season has hit his absolute peak years, his prime, and is showing out every single week. The other day I was chilling and I saw this video on my recommended. It was a video about every single shot that Serhou Guirassy has had, and like half of them, even more than half of them, go in the back of the net. Like, this guy's shot to goal ratio is insane, and his finishing is 99. Now Stuttgart are a struggling team in the Bundesliga. They are not one of the elites, and last season they finished 16th. Guess where they are right now? 4th. With the help of Guirassy's contributions, they sit 4th in the Bundesliga. And for me personally, his attributes just scream prime Emmanuel Adebayor.
I have no words. I'm just so disappointed. I'm going to kill myself.
Now, if you don't know who Adebayor is, you are way too young to be watching these videos, because he played at Arsenal, Tottenham, Real Madrid. Now, my early years of watching Arsenal, I was seeing Adebayor up top. Lanky yet athletic enough to hold off a man. He could hold up the play but could also dribble with the ball, but he didn't really put up consistent numbers every single season. You know, he wasn't a 20 goal per season striker, but he was still, in my opinion, a very skillful striker, and I really appreciate him for his time at Arsenal. Obviously, he ruined it when he went to Man City and celebrated in front of the Arsenal crowd, but he still had a very good career in the Premier League. And from seeing Guirassy's highlights, you know, he's looking a bit Adebayor-esque. He is 27 in his prime years. He's been around for a while. We are not seeing this young promising striker come from nowhere, because he's been around, failing at the likes of Rennes and Cologne, and finally picking up his form at Stuttgart. But if we're looking into the future, I don't think this consistency can stay. You know, I don't think he's going to go 5 seasons being this good. But for the time being, outscoring the likes of Harry Kane, Haaland, and even me, he's doing pretty well. From his goal contributions, you can see that the man has techers, because these goals aren't just easy tap-ins. There are volleys. He is even shooting from outside the box. He is running in behind. He is, you know, controlling it from all these angles and putting it in the back of the net. He is a clinical striker, and I think there are a lot of clubs that are crying out for this archetype of player. Strikers are in hot demand right now because there aren't a lot of world-class ones. But when a striker like this comes out of the bushes, you know, just comes and surprises people, of course people are going to hype him up. He may have 14 goals in 8 games, but then finish the season with 17 goals, but still he has shown his capabilities. But I hope that when he comes back from injury, he can continue this form for the entire season. Right now he is going up against Harry Kane in the league, in my opinion the best striker in world football, and he is outscoring him. Can Guirassy keep up this form, or is it just temporary? Is this guy just a world-class striker that was hidden behind the closet? We won't know until the end of the season, but people need to start talking about this guy. He needs to be in the conversations for a striker that should be moving to your club. With the likes of Ivan Toney possibly getting a move, Osimhen, and even Serhou, this guy's name should be added into the bunch of strikers that your club probably needs. And I'm pretty sure that this summer he will leave, and from there we'll see what he's really capable of when he's doing it in the elite levels of football. Players don't have seasons like this all the time, and there are many valid cases of a player coming onto the scene, scoring, you know, 25 goals in the season and then just disappearing. Look at the likes of Michu for Swansea in the Premier League. Same sort of thing. Came in, did his bit, you know, banged in all these goals, disappeared. So hopefully he doesn't turn out like that. Hopefully this is a striker that could put his name in the ballot and, you know, become world class. If there's a striker that is good that you want me to talk about, I will happily do it. Serhou's on the list, Ivan Toney's on the list, Victor Boniface, he's on the list. I got my eye on all these guys. I'm watching closely, not perversely, but I'm observing from afar with consent. with a notepad. But yeah, like, subscribe, and share.